almost died here. I'd probably say it's about half the weight. To me, having it being easy to transport, that's kind of huge too. So that being said, let's plug this in. Let's try it out. All right, so in the back right here, we're gonna plug this in, and I'm gonna turn this on. So you can kind of cycle through the settings here. This one, the vacuum, you can adjust the vacuum chamber time that you want. For sealing, you can adjust like how long you want that sealing bar to turn on for. You can adjust the cooling, whether you want to raise or lower it. All right, so round two. Let me get this guy, if we can, into this bag. I have no idea what kind of creature this is. Looks Minecraft related, but who knows? My kids are going to be like, what did you do to what did you do to our toys? You can take this out if that makes it easier. That it looks like it does. And now, unlike the other one, how this works is you're going to close this and then you're going to hit the start button down here. So right now I'm going to hit start. And so now it's that you can tell this lid is, kind of closing down. And so now this thing is going under, kind of vacuum chamber. And you can see here on the dial, kind of like eventually you want to be able to get into the green. So I know that next time if I'm vacuum sealing kind of like the same thing, I can already then start backing off on the time just because we're already in that good kind of green range there. It is going to go down to the sealing, which I think we set at, about 2 seconds. Now I put the seal on that. It's now cooling. And so up here, I don't know if you can see it. Again, it's harder to see through that thing, but kind of goes in there. And I believe, all right, so that's, I don't think it's going to beep or anything like that. So now we can like lift this up and there is, as you can see, it does just the same amount of good job as far as getting a really nice vacuum chamber. There is no oxygen left in this bag. So it definitely did a good job at getting a very, very tight seal. So the main difference you want to kind of ask yourself is kind of like, do you need the bigger size? And if not, definitely the smaller one for about 250 bucks is an awesome, awesome price just because, they used to cost like $1,000 back in the day. One thing to note is these do both require oil. So I'm going to show you kind of what came in the bag. You're going to have this kind of like, basically this is the oil that it's going to take. And I would say, when to use it. There is actually a thing in the back where you can actually look through and there's kind of like an oil gauge and then you can know when to actually fill that up. If you're ever running into issues of like, oh, it's not kind of getting a tight kind of vacuum, it probably needs more oil. And then in from there, you are going to have a power cord. You're going to have more of that material that is going to go over that sealing bar. This is kind of cool. It actually gives you another seal for when you're actually doing the chamber vac. If that seal breaks, you have a replacement part there. You have more. This is going to be for when you're actually putting this on if you need to replace it. They actually also included some bags here so you can actually start testing it out. That's very, very cool. The bigger one actually didn't come with bags. And what I do like about these bags is you do have like some perforated lines on here. So you don't need a knife or scissors when trying to get that open. And it looks like you do have an Allen wrench, and that's probably going to be, to open up the back so you can fill it up with oil. And then you do have another fuse thing in here that if the fuse does ever go out on this, you have a replacement fuse there. So let's go look at the back right now. So I'm curious to kind of what this looks like on the back. After you take that screw off, there's 2 other screws in the front, and then you can actually lift this up. Here, you're going to have a glass sight right here, and that is going to tell you if you actually need more oil or not. And then what I really like about this one is you can actually just put oil into here and you are going to be good to go. This is what the inside of a chamber vac